African tribes didn't fail to fight. They fought. They won. And when the colonizer couldn't beat them with bullets, they switched to Bibles, schools, and treaties. Colonization didn't happen through military defeat. It happened through manipulation, religion, and betrayal. They couldn't conquer our bodies, so they came for our minds. Why didn't our ancestors fight back? Answer: they did, and they won, repeatedly. Step 1. Africa wasn't weak. Africa was a superpower. Before colonization, Africa had empires bigger than Europe. Mali Empire, universities, gold economy, diplomacy. Songhai Empire, advanced military and trade systems. Congo, Benin, Ashanti, Zulu, kings, queens, armies, and wealth. We weren't in huts. We were ruling kingdoms with structure, mathematics, spiritual science, and armies. Step 2. Europeans couldn't survive African climate or warfare. Europeans couldn't last long in African heat, malaria zones, guerrilla tactics used by African warriors. That's why most of their conquest came through trickery, not direct battle. Step 3. Every time they tried to invade, they got embarrassed. Let's name names. Zulu crushed British at Isandlwana. Ethiopians crushed Italians at Adwa. Ashanti defeated British in multiple wars. Dahomey warriors slaughtered French troops. Somali dervishes held off the British for 20 plus years. They didn't give up. They gave hell. Step 4. When war didn't work, they brought the Bible. Missionaries came next. They said, "We're not here to fight. We're here to save souls." Then, changed our names, burned ancestral shrines, banned native languages, called our gods demons, made us kneel to theirs, mental colonization. That's how they cracked the code. Step 5, divide and conquer, was the final blow. Europeans paid one tribe to fight another, made puppet kings, drew fake borders, created Christian Africans versus traditional Africans. They couldn't win by strength, so they used confusion. Step 6, colonization. It took 400 years because of resistance. They tell you Africa fell easily. False. Resistance took centuries. Some areas like Ethiopia and Lesotho stayed independent. Every inch of Africa was soaked in resistance blood. You don't fight for 400 years if you're not winning battles. Step 7. They rewrote the history to make us forget. In school books, they call our victories rebellions, erased African leaders from maps, say Europeans discovered things we already had. They didn't just colonize land, they colonized memory. Step 8. They made us praise their God instead of our ancestors. They said, "Your ancestors are demons. Jesus died for you. Your power comes from heaven, not from your bloodline." That was spiritual warfare, not salvation. Step 9. Africa was never defeated, just divided. The people were never spiritually broken. The culture was never fully erased. The fight never stopped. It just changed forms. We're not post-colonial. We're mid-liberation. Step 10. The fight back is happening now. We're remembering, reconnecting with ancestors, reviving indigenous spirituality, exposing colonizer religions, and rewriting history. You are the resistance your ancestors prayed for. Final words. There is not a single war where Europeans truly defeated Africans in open, fair, sustained battle. None. They didn't defeat us, they infiltrated us. And now, we're waking up.